All right, gang, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to do a full climb. We're just going to use 2 sticks, but we're going to do a climb with the tree saddle and with the Trophyline Mission Platform, and we're going to show you pretty much how I'm going to set it up in a hunting situation, and show you how solid this is. So one of the things I really like about this is obviously the size. It's really nice. It's just a little bit bigger than most platforms. You got a little bit more room. If you want to turn around and lean against a tree, you got plenty of room for your feet. I'm 6 foot, 225 pounds, size 12 boots, and there's plenty of room to move on this. So that's one of the best things about it, in my opinion. Also, just how solid it is. There's just zero flex on it, and it stays, you know, really tight to the tree. The side pressure is great. There's just no flex on it, which is another thing. You don't feel like you're bouncing. It doesn't feel flimsy underneath your feet. It feels like you got a really solid foundation. And to me, that's really important. Anything that feels like has a little bit of play in it, as a big guy, that makes me nervous. So this is definitely, you know, 5 pounds. Hey, you can handle 5 pounds, boys. It's perfect, and there's no, you know, and there's no doubt that we're compromising any integrity as far as trying to make it lighter. So let's do a climb. Now, I don't have any of my loops or anything on my gear, which usually I have my gear ties and whatnot. So we're just gonna kind of wing it here. These are cool little sticks, nice and light. Right here. You see, when I'm putting this on, I'm trying to keep this rope level. Okay. Level, even a little bit above. And one thing, guys, make sure you don't get your lineman's belt pinched up underneath that platform. Put it right here. There we go, so everybody can see. At least have an angle there. Should be pretty good. So, push up. Get that strap nice and level, even maybe a little bit low, below the button, maybe right there. Give that a good pull, nice and tight. Okay. Lock it in. Oh, that baby's in there good. Okay. Now, the one thing you want to make sure you do is you step on this piece. Give it a good. That's solid. That's in there good. This thing ain't moving. In there, and just get your. One thing I like to do when I am on a platform, any platform, is just kind of let it dig, let it sink. Kind of work it in. Give myself a little more slack here. 230 pounds of side pressure right there. Now, this little foothold, just to kind of cup it. You can do some crazy stuff with this. You can get like this. If you got a weird angle that you need to spin, you can use that. You can use that to your advantage to get some kind of angle on your foot. And you need to use your hips to turn on your weak side shots. Now on my weak side shots, I'm trying to get into it as much as I can with my legs. This is the tough one right here. This was the actual kill shot I had last year on the deer. I was set up exactly like this, facing the tree. This deer I just scraped left to right. Basically, every move was here, so it would have been nice. Well, he came in right at this angle, from over there to here. And I had to get turned to here, and the way I was able to do it was able to get down into here and somehow angle my body where I wasn't fighting myself. Now, one thing you can do with this, you can use that somehow, some way to get your feet in position. You have to play with it for that weak side shot to make that weak side shot easier. Now that's just one thing. You'd see, like I said in my Instagram, I got size 12 boots, so I'm very comfortably on this platform. Obviously, we all know the weak side move that I showed in my Trophyline experience video, and a lot of guys are using it now, which is great. But that's just, you're going to take your bow, offside arm, and there's so much room to get spun around your feet. You're not fighting any platform. Plus, you have the width of the platform. Hang out here, now your tether's right up against your shoulder. Boom. But now you can see I'm facing the tree with so much room that I can simply get my bow over here, boom, I'm right here. I don't even have to get back into my saddle position, my lean or my sit. So just a lot of advantages here with this, the Mission platform. I really like it. Got to play around with it a little bit today, and it's going to be out here in a couple weeks. So make sure to keep your eyes open. Keep tuning in to www.trophyline.com. I'll be putting a lot of updates on my Instagram page. That's at whitetail.kings. If you're just thinking about getting into saddle hunting, this is just a great platform. I think that will help you out tremendously. When I first started saddle hunting, I was using a ring of steps, and I think the experience wasn't as good as it could have been if I would have had a platform such as one like this. And this is something that if you're just getting into the saddle hunting game, then a platform, of this size, this weight, something that's light, something that's compact, something that you can get in and get out. It sets up real easy. It's very solid to the tree. It's safe, a lot of comfort. This is something that's going to make your experience go from, a 5 to a 9 as soon as you first hop in a saddle. So definitely something that completely makes a difference when you're saddle hunting. For me, everybody says, give me a tip when it comes to saddle hunting. I'm always going to say, get yourself a good platform, because at the end of the day, you're sitting in this saddle just like a tree stand. You gotta move. You gotta have your pressure points. So the beautiful thing about this is you can just grab onto your tree, and now you got pretty much a tree stand, without a seat. And the beauty of it is that you can pretty much do everything out of this thing that you can in a tree stand. So just a great compliment to saddle hunting. The guys over at Trophyline just did a tremendous job at this, and we designed it, specifically for different situations, when you're in different positions in the tree. And hopefully you guys can go out and get yourself a good setup this year, and hopefully all you saddle hunters, there's plenty of choices, and I'm not gonna knock any of them out there. Good friends with Matt Garris over at Out on a Limb, actually an ambassador for those guys too. They make great products, great sticks, great platforms, great tree stands. Matt's a first-class top-end dude. Sean over here at Trophyline, just super outstanding citizens, making products here in the USA. And it's a time where we got to support local business, support the USA-made products, and I know the the other guys, they made a nice platform. It just came out the other day. I think it was the day after we announced ours. And it's another great option. And you know, at the end of the day, we're all brothers. We're all saddle hunters. Everybody has their brand of choice. And I'm not saying one brand's better than the others. I just happen to have a great friendship with Trophyline and Sean Ferguson over there. And I'm really proud to help him represent his products. And they're just doing some great things. It's a great time to be a saddle hunter. You'll see that a lot from me. Just a super great time to be a saddle hunter. A lot of great options out there. So whatever you do choose, be safe, be smart, educate yourself, make a good decision, and best of luck, everybody. So one last item before we go. I'm going to show you guys how I pack my CAYS backpack with the Mission Platform and the Mini Stix on the side. I use the fold down pouch, slide the Mission Platform inside the pouch first. After I loop through some of the platform material to make sure it doesn't slip, I clip those, snug it tight, and then I use the two larger straps around the outsides to put 2 sticks on each side. Now, I like to do it this way, and I think this way is the most comfortable, just for the reason that everything's closer to your body. I don't like anything hanging real far off the back of me, and a lot of times I'm toting in camera gear, you know, stuff for an all-day sit. So space is important, and how the weight's distributed on the walk-in is really important too. Just because we're saddle hunters and we're minimalists, we're still carrying some weight in, because a lot of us are self-filmers. You know, we're carrying camera arms, we're carrying our platforms. If we're not wearing our saddle, a lot of times it's in the bag. You know, we're carrying a lunch, some water, extra release, binoculars, rangefinders, our bows. You know, we're taking a lot of weight in the woods, no matter how you put it. So definitely a great pack to distribute the weight, get everything right where you need it, comfortable walked in, comfortable walking out. Definitely a great product brought to you by Trophyline. Thanks for joining me, guys.